right, we're back. It's a Circling Back podcast. My name is Dave. Producing today, Randall Trebacki on the biggest stage possible, having the time of his life, hit the drop right at the exact time he needed to.
Hi, Dave.
Hi.
Damn. That's all.
That's it?
I mean, I'm going to be mixing up in the chat with the chatters. How about that?
Are you?
Oh, yeah.
Can you produce and chat with the chatters?
Of course I can. What a question.
You're off to a good start today. I'm very proud of you.
Yes, I feel like there will be many voices on today's episode, so I will be contributing my voice in the chat.
Dylan and I were talking. I had a buddy who wanted to pop on. He doesn't have a mic or headphones. Can you add a fourth real quick?
Can you patch him in?
He's just a big fan of the guys.
That is like such a last-minute Brett request.
Oh,
Brett's out there.
catching strays from the other room.
He's watching out
Brett's
there.
shaking his head out there. Dylan Shivery.
I will admit that I do need to become more thigh aware on this program. I got the chubbies on today, and it's a lot of thigh. The thigh factor is a little out of control, and I want to apologize for those that offends, but some people might enjoy it, I guess. But
folks,
a lot of thigh.
Folks are getting paywall thigh for free today.
I mean, this one right here, the inner part right here is just like, anyway, happy to be here. We got a big show today.
That's how you make the most of your intro.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Will DeFreeze.
Hello, boys. Good to see you.
What's up, big dog?
Why aren't you in the office? What are you doing?
Yeah, so I got this disease. It's annoying. It affects your hands, your feet, and your mouth, and they call it hand, foot, mouth disease. And so I'm riding this week out from home, I think.
Damn.
I'm so sorry.
Which of the three are currently being affected? If you want to keep sharing more about your disease.
It's mostly hand and mostly mouth.
Okay.
Damn.
We're sorry to hear it, man.
Dylan's a mostly mouth guy.
Yeah, I like to stick to mouth whenever possible.
I always say he's always putting his foot in his mouth.
Okay. All right.
Enough of that. Well, Will, thank you for tapping in. This is huge. The setup looks great.
It does look
by the
good.
way.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Thank you.
I think you knew that already, though. You didn't need us to tell you.
It's pretty empty in here, but we'll get it. We'll get it going.
Should we get to our guests?
I think that's why people are here. Yeah, let's get to it.
All right, let's talk about these guys. I am familiar with their work, but in case you're not, DJ Piowski, a golf-obsessed podcaster, champions innovative ideas like Mixed Team President's Cup and passionately supports the Brewers, all while fundraising for golf scholarships. You don't do that, Dylan.
I don't do any of that.
DJ Pie's been hyping golf trivia, cheering epic leaderboards, and vibing with KD Lang memes. Okay? Also, we've got Tron Carter, a golf and sports enthusiast with a knack for sharp commentary, proudly reps the cliques and dives deep into live golf trades, NFL schemes, and travel gripes with a witty, fan-driven perspective. Tron has been roasting Fritz's, not Will's son, soft tennis style while praising Tommy's grit, sparking heated debates with fans. Ladies and gentlemen, from No Laying Up, it's DJ and Tron. Hi, guys.
Gentlemen, thank you for that warm intro. I couldn't have said it better myself.
Was that courtesy AI?
Maybe.
Why does everybody think that? No, I spend a lot of time. I put a lot into the show. And I just want people to know who they're, in case they don't know, I'm sure they do know, but I want people to know who they're listening to, watching right now.
Which LLM are we working with, D-Man?
I don't know what you're referring to. This is just D-Man Enterprises.
I feel like you can't talk as much about leveraging AI tools as you do without people asking questions. You know, it's kind of where I'm coming from.
The bit is I'm the most anti-AI guy going. Like, I think everybody knows that about me now.
Hates it.
Hates it. Just despises it. Hey, guys, I know you guys have a busy day. You guys already are post-pod. This is pod number 2. And DJ got a pre-pod gram off.
Jeez.
I did. Yeah, I did get a gram off. Thank you for noticing. Follow me on Instagram. Yeah, you know the NLU boys. You know, we get more pods done before 10 a.m. than most people do all day. So it's this was a great one to fit in.
Where's everybody coming to us from?
I'm in Northeast Florida. I'm in Jacksonville Beach. Big swell this week. A lot of barrels out there this week.
We've surfed it.
Yeah, that's where we cut our teeth out there on those waves, man.
Yeah. Shout out to
Connor and Hector.
Shaq, Connor and Hector.
Connor and
Dude.
Hector.
Bombs out the back. The bombs out the back, boys.
Best surf instructors in the whole country, probably
Yeah.
not. But they were a lot of fun.
We had a lot of fun.
A lot of rowdiness too.
We do it to a scale.
Yeah,
That's right.
I'm coming from the greater Milwaukee, Wisconsin area, as your warm intro alluded to.
How about that brew crew?
How about it, man? How about it? We're scuffling a little bit right now. Needed a day off yesterday, but I think they'll be back better than ever this week.
And Will, what's your address?
Yeah, if anyone wants to pop in, you can come over. I got some sores for you if you want them.
yeah. I might wait a few days, but I'll come over at some point.
Come on, let's go get. What?
What's the remedy? Is there a remedy? Are you on a
is there a
cocktail
cure?
of
I'm taking a lot of vitamins. A lot of vitamins are going through the system right now. I'm drinking a lot of water. I don't really have much else. I made the mistake of popping one of them because I thought it was a blister, and it turns out it wasn't. And so now I have to keep a Superman Band-Aid on
Oh, no.
with some ointment underneath it. It's sick. It's so sick.
Can I tell you, Will, just looking at you, and I haven't seen you in person, but your mitochondria is looking good just from the
Thank you.
the eye test.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Did you see that Brian Johnson was celebrating his birthday the other day?
Did he stepped outside his normal routine, didn't he? He kind of like had a cheat day. Did I remember that correctly?
He posted a 40 and a cigarette, but the cigarette was not lit and the 40 was not opened. So I don't know if he actually let loose.
Did he stay awake past like 9 p.m. or something for the first time in a decade?
No, you can't sacrifice your girth just to stay up late.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm glad he's at least alluding to letting loose a little bit. I'm a little bit worried about him. Not the Liver King, by the way. Different Brian Johnson.
Yeah, the ageless Brian Johnson.
Hey,
Not the AC/DC singer either.
that's good point. Good point from DJ. I know you guys really wanted to drill down into this Walker Cup roster. So I just wanted to, let's just go around. Let's just say, we'll start with Dillon.
I don't even know what the Walker Cup is. What's the Walker Cup?
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
I mean, we had this whole podcast lined up so we could give our takes.
Okay, yeah, I was unaware. Unless they renamed the Ryder Cup, I don't know what the Walker Cup is.
It's not far off. It's not far off. Dylan.
Okay.
Kind of the amateur version of the Ryder Cup.
Okay, that
before
sounds like a lot of
before
fun.
guys turn pro. It is a lot of fun. It's a good time.
Okay.
It's a good time. I think.
named for the scion of the Bush family?
That's right.
Walker.
Yeah, is W's great grandfather.
Okay.
Grandfather.
Is that right?
It is.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
The
that
W
Walker.
and W.
That W. Yeah.
Checks out.
about that?
Yeah.
Interesting you bring that up. Dylan's got some W takes he wants to issue right now. Go ahead, bud.
WMD's whole situation? No, I don't have any, actually.
No, I did want to kick this off. I don't know if you guys are following Dillon on Twitter. You should be if you're not. But Dillon had a major cookie announcement that he wanted to kick off
Yeah, I had a cookie announcement
the show.
last night.
And I just want to get DJ, Tron, and Will's take for that matter.
Should I just read the tweet?
Yeah, read the tweet and maybe some of the responses.
Okay. You'd be surprised, or maybe not surprised, to know that people were agreeing with me. I said last night on Twitter, Oreos are the perfect cookie, the best cookie on earth. This includes anything off the shelf or gourmet cookies made in the finest bakeries anywhere in the world. Thin or double stuffed are great, but the OG Oreo is perfect. Oreos and a cold glass of milk is an undefeated combo. Thoughts? Let's start with you, Dave.
I mean, it's fine.
Dude,
I think what you've done is a fine take. I really thought you were going a different direction when you announced you had a cookie take that the world needed to hear.
was it going to be like cookies are mid or something?
No, it was going to be more like you had perfected like a cookie recipe that
No.
was sans sugar.
That is something that I would do.
I think
Sugar.
somebody responded. What does
Yeah.
that say, Randy? Read it for us.
It says here, he announced that he had a statement about cookies. And, let me guess, you made some sugar-free ones that suck ass.
What?
Come on, man.
Who said
And
that?
then Will DeFreeze, of course, had to check in, and he's checking the ratio. And
Seems like this was driving a lot of engagement there, Dylan.
Dude, it was just doing
it in from all corners. Of the
Dude,
internet
it was
there.
just doing numbers.
Heavy
man.
imps.
It was doing numbers until Dave tried to stifle me, and I think it worked a little bit.
Dude, I was getting more imps than you.
Someone said, kills me to say this, but he's right. Thank you, Chris from Parts Unknown on Twitter. Someone else said, totally agree. DJ Tron, where do you fall on Oreos?
I honestly, I was waiting for a word to be out of place with that take, and I just don't think I heard one. I think I agree. Full-throated endorsement.
Damn.
Of your take there. I demolish Oreos, and I wish I didn't. It's kind of a problem.
Are we talking traditional Oreos? Are we talking double stuffed?
Yeah.
There's all sorts of different variations on Oreos.
I do like a double stuffed. I even like the thin versions. I think those are a nice little treat as well. But the OG Oreo, just the standard Oreo, is it's my goat.
Where do you fall out on, like, Deej, I know they got great cookies at Aaron Hill's. They've got listen, I know they're private equity cookies. Kate's Bake Shop. I hit those up a lot. I
Those
like
are
Milanos.
They
from
shouldn't be good, and they
Pepperidge
just
Farm.
They just are. The
slap.
Pepperidge Farm like extra soft ones are great. I come. You mentioned like the Aaron Hills cookies, which are great. Those aren't mass produced though, right? I think the spirit of the question here, out of relatability, is probably a mass produced cookie, and that's where I think Oreo is just kind of running circles around other people.
I did say in the tweet that this includes all gourmet cookies. So
Oh, well, then maybe I wasn't actually listening as closely as I thought.
I don't think either one of you were actually.
Will,
Which I
Dillon-
didn't tweet why. Like, are we just gonna gloss over the fact that the D-man keeps calling this Twitter when it's X? Everything?
Yeah, I'm a Twitter guy, and I will literally never change. I'm a Twitter guy.
From
this
my
guy's
cold
stuck
dead
in his
hands.
ways.
Yeah.
This guy, you should have heard his Cracker Barrel takes, dude. Will, how high do you think Dillon was when he sent that tweet last night?
I think Dillon was absolutely throwed off of like one half of a gummy and just started chowing Oreos like they were potato chips.
That's the first thing Dave asked me this morning too. You'd be surprised to know that I did not ingest any THC whatsoever last night. It was just, I've been sitting on this take for honestly a couple months, and I wanted to release it earlier, but I wanted to sit with it for a while to make sure I really felt good about it. And I finally said, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna let it rip. Chelsea and Parks and I, we had a conversation the other night about Oreos and how just perfect they are. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it, and I did it, and I feel good about it.
Nothing can stop
Brave.
you,
Yeah.
except for like,
Dude, you can pull them apart. Like they're versatile. You can pull them apart and enjoy just the cookie part. Or you can. Dave likes to lick the cream off of them. So a lot of people like to do that. I just like to eat the whole cookie with milk. Is there a better cookie with milk than an Oreo?
They're literally Milk's favorite cookie. They asked all of Milk, and it's their favorite cookie.
I've been doing them with almond milk.
Please don't do that. Please don't do that.
I'm different,
Dude,
though.
cold glass of milk and an Oreo, you can't beat it.
Dude, you're fuego today. You bring it.
You know what? Yeah, I knew these guys were going to hop on today and we are going to talk cookies, and here we are.
Can I ask? Can I bounce back to the Walker Cup? Can you give me a little info on my guy from Dallas, Texas, Tommy Morrison, otherwise known as Tommy Mo, going forward?
Just
He's
an absolute unit. Yeah, I mean, scouting reports out, I think, on that. Yeah, you know what? The Walker Cup's funny because it's an event where, you know, like I mentioned, it's the 10 best amateurs in the country, and other than like kind of the top 2 or 3, I will not pretend to be an expert on many of them. That's kind of why it's fun to go watch, is because you get to watch them up close and get to know their games a little bit. But coming into it, I won't pretend to have a super deep roster of knowledge on a lot of these guys. I do know Tommy Mo is as mentioned an absolute unit though. Huge
I've
guy.
never
in awe of the size of that lad.
I've never been to one of these. DJ went to the one at St. Andrews a couple years ago. I guess there's no ropes. You can just wander wherever. It's out at Cypress Point this year. I'll be, of course, rooting for the Great Britain and Ireland team. Just a more likable group of lads and blokes.
Holy shit, this
And,
guy's huge.
Dylan just discovered Tommy.
I tried to warn you.
He's also a Longhorn. Y'all didn't tell me that part. That's exciting for me.
Big Tex.
There we go. See,
Big,
we
Big
got.
Tex. Is it not his nickname? Because it should be.
Let me see. Yeah,
Well, Big Tex is Sergio Garcia's nickname.
That's right.
I thought it was Jimmy Walker.
Look at this. Look at this fucking lad.
That is a. Oh my God.
He's
Yeah.
a monster.
Hey, slack me that picture. I'll show the
The
people.
boys
our phone.
are. Will, look them up too. I need your knee jerk.
All
I
right,
looked
Randy.
him up. I'm just worried that our captain Nathan Smith, like, I'm just worried he can't get it done. And, he's got to prove the haters wrong.
Yeah, no, a lot of people are saying that.
A lot.
Yeah, I think that's interesting. It's what's really funny about it is God, and we've got like this film coming out tonight about the 2023 Walker Cup on our YouTube channel, and I think my favorite part about it is there is so much decorum, and so like there's so many people that take this event so ungodly seriously.
Got to play the game the right way.
It is a bit of like we simply must play the game the right way. We must honor the traditions of this great game, and the competitors are just a bunch of like 18, 19, 20-year-old kids who are coming out of college and just like mashing the golf ball. It's just a very funny. For me, it's the juxtaposition, Dave, between those two. Those two things. Yeah, exactly.
Dillon, do you understand what he's saying?
Very funny.
No, why don't you break it down for me?
DJ, I'm sorry. Dillon's not picking up what you're putting
It's
down.
not clocking.
Yeah. It's not clocking.
No, on one hand, you have just like an unbelievable amount of seriousness and earnestness, and on the other hand, you have kind of these teenagers, some of which don't know how to tie a tie, and it's just it's those two coming together.
Okay, so they're juxtaposed, in other words.
Standing in contrast to each other.
Okay.
I think is
I do understand now.
It makes for quite a literary and dramatic device.
Speaking of J plays, Ryder Cup.
We're not doing J plays.
What?
Okay,
we talked about this. We're doing J play. We have a tale of two teams, two captains picks. We've got Team Europe, all smiles, having fun. The boys are just like, look, we're having fun doing this. Then you got Team USA, and are they locked in? Are they just not happy what's going on? Like that is interesting to me.
I think it's all the above. I think they're locked in. They're not happy to be there. They want to be compensated for being there.
They are being compensated, just so you know.
I don't think they think they're being compensated enough. Xander's dad, I'm sure, is pulling some strings behind the scenes from his compound out in Hawaii, off the grid compound, listen, it's a boys club. No two ways about it. It's a boys club, and I think the U.S. is in for a rude awakening at Bethpage.
Europe is literally bringing the same 13 guys over this time. So I don't know if you want to talk about boys club in that regard.
13? Are we just aading another guy to the squad?
But didn't they switch Hoygaards?
Yeah, they switched Hoygaards. Twins.
Both Hoygaards were there last time, which was my point.
Which I continue to want them to do. Like, nobody can tell the Hoygaards apart. Their statistical profile is exactly the same. Their swings look identical. Nikolai and Rasmus you could play them all 5 sessions and have them switch out for one another, and nobody would know any different.
Parent trap situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a no-brainer for Team Europe. I do want to say, D-Man, I think that the coaching behind the scenes of Team Europe to, like, hey, everybody smile like lunatics so that we can screenshot this and show it in comparison to the Team USA is one of the funniest things I think I've seen in a Ryder Cup for quite a while.
Europe's one up already.
Yeah, Europe one up, man. That's good stuff.
Why are we doing Zoom calls for these announcements instead of just having everyone sit at a giant table and like answer questions live? I feel like we've kind of lost something here.
It's independent contractors, you can't get these guys to just hop on a plane for nothing.
It's just as bad in the UK though. I mean, these guys, that island ain't that big. They need to at least just get in the same general vicinity here.
I think most of them are calling in from Florida and Arizona. Did you guys watch the captain, like the U.S. captain's show?
We had it on here. It's very compelling.
It was electric. Like, sincerely, I kind of like couldn't look away.
Yeah, we're waiting for the Keegan bomb to drop, and and they were like, wait. I was scrolling Twitter, like, wait, he's not picking himself. It's not happening.
How has Circling Back Nation felt about the Keegan Bradley captaincy?
All the talk is on a guy who's been stealing the show for the better part of a couple of years now. He's not even on Team USA. His name is Victor Hovland.
Sure.
And that's I mean, he's the guy. I think the world's just now waking up to the fact that he's like the most interesting person in golf. And I gotta say, circling back as a show, and now I'll give No Laying Up a little bit of credit too. Like we've just been all in on this guy for a long time, a long time.
What was it that hooked you?
I just like how he looks.
Yeah,
He just seems like a nice fella.
he does.
This is a
He's
day.
Follow him on the gram.
This is a Dave initiative for sure. He made us all fans of Victor.
I don't know. He's a poke, and just kind of like, oh yeah, interesting. He did his time in Stillwater.
He still lives there.
Still lives there.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't do that.
Are you familiar with his driving between events?
No.
He was doing for quite a while. I don't know if he's still doing this or he's probably picking his spots. But if you're not following him on Instagram, just can't recommend that enough. Yeah. But he likes to like explore the country, drive between events. A Sunday night, he'll hop in the car and go drive to the next one, and he's always stopping at like random roadside attractions. And he's popping into local barber shops, showing off kind of small businesses. It's great. I love the way he sees the world. He's always posting all kinds of extreme, hostile, like Norwegian metal that he's listening to. It's just
loves Native American burial mounds.
Yeah,
he visited those in Ohio. Big fan of infrastructure, generally speaking.
I think he went to Stonehenge.
Hell yeah!
One of these events recently in England.
See, is this not a John Madden situation where he's afraid of flying, so he takes a bus everywhere? He just generally enjoys being out on the road.
I think so.
He's a road dog.
I think I could be making this up, but I wonder if maybe some of it started during COVID. I'm not really sure. When I think it was like when the tour first came back, and there were just a bunch of events that were very drivable. I think he enjoyed kind of seeing that, which is, it kind of lends a little bit of, an eye to history when like that's how the whole tour used to be. That was kind of like obviously predates us, but like you can be kind of romantic for it still, where it was like, man, this traveling circus where guys are hopping in the car and going from Orlando to South Florida or from Texas to here. And like, it just is, I don't know. That's the kind of version of the tour that I think is very fun to think about.
He's probably eating at Cracker Barrels.
Possibly.
The country.
Well, depending, maybe he might have pulled his support when they changed the logos.
One of the real tragedies of us losing the Dell match play here in Austin is that there was a chance we got Vic driving down 35 and stopping off at the snake farm.
that would have been
It's a reptile house.
Really?
And which is, I will never know now. Maybe if he plays San Antonio, maybe he'll make the trip up. Like, has Vic seen a Buc-ee's yet? I feel like that needs to happen.
Ooh.
I think he did.
Surely
I feel like
he's
he
done.
did go to Buc-ee's. I remember seeing that, I think, on his story. Heck, maybe during the players, he can go to the alligator farm. So it's probably similar to the snake farm. We have this alligator enclosure down in St. Augustine, not far from us, and they've got an albino alligator. They got hundreds of alligators just chilling out, eating meat, being hand fed. It's sick.
That is sick. The snake farm, I don't know how cool it is. Dillon, you've visited many times.
Tell them the lore about Snake Farm.
That's all alleged. I don't want to put us in a tough spot.
It's alleged, but there's a story that dates back like generations in Texas that if you stop at the Snake Farm, it's actually a front for a brothel. And if you ask for change for $20 at the counter, that's like code for take me to the back room. Probably total bullshit, but it's a fun legend around these parts.
Don't look at me.
It's good. It's good legend building. If not, someone
I think so.
Someone told a good story there, I think.
Yeah, did you hear about Dave? He got bit by a cobra in the back of the snake farm in a very compromising position.
Yeah, you feel me?
A lot of innuendo.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Hey, Tron, I learned the nickname before we started recording. Dave filled me in. Turncoat Tron. What's the situation here? How did this come about? Do you truly root for Team Europe?
Yeah, there's not really a lot to it other than the fact that I just genuinely like the guys on the European team more and how they go about things and their entire ethos. And I think the U.S. Ryder Cup team is just really hard to root for. And
okay.
I've had a lot of, come on over, water's warm. Had a lot of people make the jump, make the leap, and they haven't looked back. You got Tommy Fleetwood, you got Captain LD. LD's he's bringing the heat. We got Dodo's our stats guy, Dodo Molinari. You got big shot Bob McIntyre, the aforementioned Vic Hovland, Team Rose. I don't have to sell you guys on Team Rose.
No, you don't.
to say nothing of Rory McIlroy, John Rahm,
Right.
some of those guys.
Nah, that's chalk.
No, they're there too.
We're
but
kind of in the weeds.
Yeah.
We like to go to like the other
we're
end of the
we're
roster.
deep cut guys in the
Yeah.
Euro roster. Okay. Yeah,
You've been to Europe.
I have no qualms with that.
You've been to Europe,
I have been to Europe. Yeah,
famously.
yeah.
You wore. Tell them what you wore on your head.
A Panama hat.
It was
That
a
one.
fedora. Dylan was gallivanting
Dude,
around Europe.
all
with a
right, I went
fedora.
to Italy. This is 2017, and if you're a tourist in Italy, you have to go buy a Panama hat. Like literally everyone does it, and so I did. I bought like a standard Panama hat, and these guys
Called a Panama hat in Italy.
that's like the official like style. But I mean, they probably call it something different over there. But it is a Panama hat. It's just it's a straw wide brim hat with a little like band on it.
It's like
And it's-
something Andy Garcia would wear.
But it's not. But it's not like I said wide brim. It's not wide brim. It's just like a mid wide. If that makes it.
You're painting a picture.
It's a medium brim. Anyway,
It's a beautiful picture.
These guys-
Well, Dylan, you said
You do wear a lot of wide brims. I see you on the gram wearing the beach, the wide brim beach hats.
my beach hat is next level. It's perfect. Yeah, that is much wider than what I'm referring to. What I wore in Italy.
Okay.
But these guys have not let it go since, and it's been 8 years. So
DJ, do you want to fill them in on your little inside joke that you tried to
We
make a thing?
Yeah, we haven't even really deployed it yet. It's just kind of, it's a bit like the Oreo situation. We've just kind of been waiting for the right time. But that was, I think me and Solly and Neil and Randy, we just like thought this was the funniest thing in the world. We're like, we should start telling people, like, he doesn't ever do it publicly, but Tron has like this huge fedora collection, like a massive fedora collection. And he gets pissed if we take photos of him while he's wearing them. But when he's not on the golf course, like he's always wearing fedoras because he's bald and he's trying to keep the sun off his head. And so every time we'll be at an airport or walking around somewhere and you see like a guy from kind of far away, it's almost like the Scott Van Pelt, like,
Yeah.
is this you type of stuff? Like we'll take photos constantly and just send them around. It's like, oh my God, Tron, what are you doing at DIA today, man? That's crazy. Where are you headed? And I just think it's very funny, and Tron doesn't find it quite as humorous as
They've been trying to
the rest
make
of
this
us.
thing happen for the better part of a decade now, and it just hasn't launched. It hasn't taken off, and I think it's time to.
it's time.
I'll loop you guys in on the group text.
Yeah, I wanna be a part of
I
this.
think you'll get it. I think you get it very quick because it's a small audience, but I think it's a very appreciative audience.
It'd be a real shame if our audience jumped in on this.
Totally, it'd be horrible. It'd be horrible.
But like the me version of it, you're saying?
No,
Or
no,
just the
but
Tron version?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think you need to lean into it because I mean,
I think the Dillon wearing fedora thing has run its course. So now it's Tron's going to take the rock and run with it.
okay.
Well, this feels a little bit baldest, right?
Thank you, Tron.
We've got guys. I mean, shit, D-man, your guy ZJ, he's ashamed to be a bald guy, and he's he hates. He had the alleged hair plugs and all of that. He's been
Very
going to-
alleged. It's very alleged.
Spieth, also alleged. JT, there's some new growth up there. A lot of new planting. Whereas I'm leaning into it, right? But you do have to keep the sun off the dome, especially here in Florida.
Sure.
Well, I feel like there's been like a Ryder Cup flex in the past where guys just won't wear the hats because they don't have to. And it's like your Graham McDowell's, like great hair.
Yeah.
Like Rory's got a good head of hair on him, even though he just buzzed it. Like I want to know which guys have the guts to go out there with full flow and just like let it rip without the hat. I respect the move a lot.
No hat,
Tommy-
Pat.
Tommy went no hat, didn't he? I think
He did. Yeah.
Tommy doing that's just not fair, and honestly, it should be outlawed.
exactly. I think that's another one of those things that's just radicalizing some of these youth to go over and
Yeah.
root for Team Europe.
I'll ask Tommy. I'm talking to Tommy in like an hour and a half. I'll ask him and see what's up because I think it's pretty distracting when you don't wear a hat and you're in a big crowd. Like I think that's part of the reason these guys wear the hats, other than the commercial element, is just the brim.
Give you a little space.
Yeah,
narrow your focus.
Yeah, it's just a kind of a partition between you and the crowd when you're over the ball.
Like horse blind.
Do you think it's like a or like a conversation in the back, like, oh yeah, Rory's going no hat today, and then Tommy's like, no, dude, today was my day to go no hat. Like, come on.
You know what was really funny to me was back in Rome at the last Ryder Cup when there was famously the story going around about Patrick Cantlay and is he not wearing a hat because he's protesting not being paid, and it turns into this whole thing and all the Italian fans are waving their hats at him. Just absolute scenes out there. The next day, the Sunday, like if this team USA was like so tight as they claimed that they were, like
no team has ever been tighter. Dude.
No team has ever been tighter. This is the tightest team ever. How did they not just all come out no hat? Like I think the fact that like what did like 3 guys do it, like Xander and JT and maybe like Sam Burns or something. Like that's like 3 of the guys doing it, not all 12, was kind of like that kind of sums up the whole situation. I feel like the whole team coming out with no hat would have just been like us against the world.
Yeah, but I mean, as you alluded to earlier, it's hard to get the thinning guys on board with a move like that. That's tough to do.
And ultimately, I think that was the issue. Yeah. Brian Harmon, things of that nature, saying like, guys, I'm just going to get roasted. I can't be out there.
Well, there's also
for 6 hours with no protection.
There's also a controversy going around. I wouldn't say controversy, but it's a thing where Rahm takes his hat off before the post round handshake.
Are you guys familiar with this?
Rubs his hand all over his greasy ass hair, and then shakes his opponent's hand. And he's got all that hair going on. The guy that I think has underrated flow is Team Rose. Yeah. And like he'll take his hat off and his hair just goes straight up. Kind of looks like Kid and Play a little bit.
A little bit. Yeah.
Golden Age speech, excuse me, used to do that before, like, but you could see him putting it down because he knew that was the alleys were
a self-conscious.
Yeah, it was like, all right, I got to go hat off. Cameras are on me.
Which is, I do the exact same thing when I take my hat off. I have to put it in place.
I appreciate you doing that after a round, though. You're a gentleman to play golf with.
Do that with your left hand, for instance.
Yeah.
Right?
A stranger.
Yeah. Is it some gamesmanship from Rahm? Does he know what he's doing there?
It's a good question. I don't know if the crooked media has been willing to wade in and ask him about it.
Okay.
I hope someone will take up that flag.
Be a shame if somebody asked Tommy about it very soon.
Yeah.
Very soon.
Guys, can I give a big shout out to our friends at Underdog Fantasy?
Please.
Dillon, I don't know if you've seen this, but football is back. And Underdog is the best place to make your picks and win money all season long. Playing on Underdog is easy. Just pick whether your favorite players will go higher or lower on stats like touchdowns, receiving yards, interceptions, and more. Get your picks right, and you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. You can play with as little as $1. Oh, I don't know, Dillon. Got a big matchup tomorrow night. Got boys, Eagles.
We got the boys. I'm looking at CD.
You looking at CD?
I think he's my dog in this one.
Higher or lower, 6.5 receptions. I mean, I'm mashing that higher button all day.
Yeah, that defense is going to be leaving the offense out on the field quite a bit. I'm going over 6.5 receptions on that, I think, Dave.
I mean, you got George Pickens on the other side there. Over or higher, lower, 55.5 receiving yards. I mean, come on now. Who imagine not being in on those guys and the boys right now.
Get your beak a little wet.
Yeah, get it wet. Download the app today and sign up with promo code STEAM to score $50 in bonus funds when you play your first $5. That's promo code STEAM. Millions of fans have already won billions making picks on Underdog. Will you be next? Underdog, make picks, win money. Must be 18 or over, 19 or over in Alabama and Nebraska, 19 or over in Colorado for some games, 21 over in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Offer now valid in Maryland, Michigan, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. In New York, call the 24/7 HOPE line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. That's 467-369.
Rocked them.
It ain't a hobby. Some say it might be, but it's not. I don't know if you guys are familiar. There was a trade that went down in January on a Saturday night. Number 77 of the Dallas Mavericks, Luka Doncic, pride of Slovenia, pride of my heart. He was moved in a blockbuster trade that no one saw coming. GM Nico Harrison, some say unilaterally, made that move. And he has been the source of controversy ever since. He said when they landed the number 1 pick and ended up drafting Cooper Flagg, he said, look, this is the vision. This was the vision. So his vision was trading Luka, then somehow with the odds stacked against him getting the first. We don't have to relitigate that. I just want to know. There is some controversy going around. Friend of the show of Dumb Zone fame, Jake Kemp. Someone sent him this video. This is not him in this video, by the way. I saw Jake recently. He's looking great, looking thin and trim. But someone here ran into Nico, who was dining at Twin Peaks in Addison, a place that is near and dear to our hearts. Twin Peaks, Randy, you were violently hungover and ordered a Blue Moon for some reason.
Yeah.
Anyway, play the video.
I don't know what else to add there.
I just wanted to say it.
He wants to hear the actual problems and fix them. And I think Nico? What's up, man? Good to meet you. We all still fucking hate you. All right, good. Good talk, brother.
Oh, man.
All right.
We all still...
Oh, does he say more?
No, that's pretty much it.
Oh, he just yells, do better.
Do better. So look, I don't know how everybody feels about this. You have to wonder if that's the first time he's been approached. He is sitting at a very, very high-profile restaurant in Addison, Texas.
With the window open to the outside.
Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
Just at the drive-through window there.
Yeah, it's a tough spot if you're the GM that everybody would like to. Well, I guess it's either him or Jerry right now. Who's
Jerry's taking the heat off of him.
Jerry has got such a pass for so long. Jerry's smart about where he goes out. He goes out to like the cool, like Inwood Tavern, like the cool bars in Dallas where people he's amongst the elite and like people will just want to get pics with him. I'm curious, and this guy, Will, you're a footy guy. Is there a GM, a person associated with the team you follow that you would approach if given the opportunity? Negatively, I should
For
say.
me,
Yeah.
For me, it would be, I mean, Manchester United's been run into the ground, and it's by the Glazer family that owns the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And I have no connection to them. I have no faith in them or whatever. I would love to yell something inconsequential in a crowd of people far enough away that they're not going to apprehend me.
It's the recording it for me that
Dude, he tried to back out. He almost backed out. He almost backed out at the last second, and then it was like, I came here with a camera on me. I need to finish this out. And then he said the Nico bit.
Like Will said, yelling
hate
something from a crowd to a, within earshot of someone like that. Okay. Fairly harmless, right? Like he knows that he's not well liked by a lot of people in his city. But the recording it for the purpose of sharing that on social media is a little sorry to me. Like, remember the Jason Kelsey video from a few years ago? He was walking through like a tailgate. I forgot which college town he was in. And some fan was just giving him shit about his brother dating Taylor Swift, which isn't, okay. But just for the sole purpose of trying to embarrass a public figure.
A clout play.
Yeah, it's
Looking
a clout
for those
play.
impressions.
That part of it is sorry to me.
What about-
Don't record it. Don't try to embarrass this person just for the sake of getting clicks.
There's also the Bosa. Remember that video?
I don't remember that.
Didn't Bosa kind of take the L on that?
I don't know. There was the Bosa brother, I think, outside like the Eagles, and the Eagles fan was just going, Bosa, you suck. And like they almost got in a fight.
I
You don't remember that?
I don't remember that one. Was it like your brother's better than you or something? Was it the other Bosa?
Well, it was he ended up having to resort to the I make more money than you.
Yeah.
Which is never
that's
the
worst
lost.
response you can
Even
get
though
to
like
somebody.
yes, it was probably true. It's like, man, you got to come up with something a little better. But
Yeah, that don't
the
do
bosses
that.
aren't really, I guess, they're not really
Don't
known
play
for
the
that.
bank account card.
Right. You can't play that. Tron, DJ, I don't know. You guys are removed from the DFW sports scene, and these guys are too, to an extent, but I kind of force it upon them. I'm curious if you guys have any thoughts. Does it change your opinion, the fact that he's with his daughter at Twin Peaks? Not cool. Yeah, I'm not approaching the guy if he's with the kid. I famously had an opportunity to take a picture with Beto at a Chick-fil-A in an airport once, but he was with his daughter, and I left him alone.
Yeah, I think I saw our GM the other day here in Jax, James Gladstone, intangibly rich James. He's been hunting guys up. I saw him at Lululemon the other day. Chatted him up. Didn't
What a
take
flex.
picture, though. I think the
This is kind of like when you saw Tim Fincham in Light of Boldbean.
yeah
You know?
Tim Fincham at Bullbean or all sorts of
You probably had some thoughts on, hey man, what's going on with the first tee?
Yeah.
Hey, what are we doing with this wraparound schedule? But you didn't
Well,
nuke his day.
I think Twin Peaks is an interesting place to go to with your daughter.
What do you mean exactly?
It's just they do have some of the coldest beers on earth. I think you do have to give them that. But it was it's a high profile restaurant. They've certainly got their theme, certainly themed around those Twin Peaks. And then you've got that was a pretty high profile table there as well.
A little showy, the table.
Yeah, little look at me. So as far as Jacksonville, like I had issues when Urban Meyer was here in town. I was worried I was going to see Urban at
You almost had to move. Randy
certain
did have
places.
to move.
Yeah, Randy moved.
Randy had to leave town. It just wasn't big enough for two of them.
Trent Baalke, before he got fired, it was another one where it was this town's not big enough for the both of us. I think those were kind of my bugaboos here in town, and those have been solved. And I think Randy and Solly, if they saw Reds co-owner Phil Castellini,
Wearing his stupid red jacket.
yeah, if they saw him out in public, I think they would have a word, absolutely. But I don't think they would film it.
And
It would
that's
just be
right.
for the personal collection.
That's where I think Dillon really bottom lined it there. Is like, are you doing it for the improvement of your squad, or are you doing it for the improvement of your cloud score, so to speak? And that's I can't get down with the get the boys behind you chuckling and filming, and this is gonna do numbers. That's tough. I'd have a couple things to say to Jerry Reinsdorf, probably, of just like, man, you really crushed my dream of following my childhood favorite team, the Chicago White Sox, and by running that into a laughing stock. But yeah, again, I'm with you, TC. I don't think I'm doing that to deliver a message. I don't think I'm doing that to really try to win the internet. Kids these days, man,
Hypothetical, alluded to it earlier, but it's like Friday, 11 lunchtime. You're with the boys you work with. You went out the night before, got into one a little bit. You're feeling it, and like, hey, the company, we're gonna take the whole squad to Twin Peaks, right? We're gonna sit there. We're gonna just be guys, have some cold beers. You're not a beer guy. You've actually sworn off beer. Is it a weird move just to order a Blue Moon? Like, just that was your panic hungover move? Randy, I'll let you go
Draft or
first.
bottle?
It was a draft, and it was a big one, and it's 29 degrees. What do you expect me to do?
I don't know. It didn't treat you well.
I don't think anything was going to treat me well. I wanted to go home.
If you would have stuck around, I bet the waitress would have. They're top notch there. They're the most professional. And
She would have gone home?
what? No, treated you well.
Oh, treated
just
me
been
well.
like,
Okay.
hey, you're not doing well, little buddy. Let me pat you on the shoulder, and I'll bring you out maybe an ice pack or something.
Dude, I could have spit some game. She would have put a little heart on my check.
That's right.
Yeah. I've been in love.
What a day that was.
That was a fun day.
The city code
But
inspector.
if you're Nico and you're going out to eat anywhere, like Twin Peaks is going to have that genre of fan that talks shit to you in public. And so I just don't get why you would put yourself in that situation when you could go somewhere else that's maybe a little more
That's a great point.
respectful.
He could have gone to Cracker Barrel.
He could have got a Cracker Barrel.
It's a good point.
Yeah, but
Trinkets.
Nico leaves the house knowing that he is not well liked. Like when you're the GM of a franchise like that, and you make, even if you are okay at your job, someone out there has a problem with what you do or the moves that you make. It's like if you're the CEO of a pharmaceutical company, you're gonna get shit. Like people are not inherently not going to like you, and that's just part of the job. That's part of why he gets paid so much money.
Or
do
health.
what he
They
does.
want to tread carefully with the pharmaceutical analogy here.
You know what I mean, though, right?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I think we're pretty aware. I think it was a pretty.
Well, that was a healthcare
Same.
company. A little different. But
No,
you know what I
you-
mean.
you threaded the needle.
You're inherently not liked, and so you know the deal. You know when you step out, like you got to keep your head on a swivel because people are going to say shit to you.
My move is to I just give people the thumbs down.
Yeah.
If I see Jerry in public, if I'm at Miko and I'm like 2 Mambo taxis deep and he walks by going up to Monkey Bar and I see Jerry, I'm just going boo.
See, that's great. That's very fair.
And it's like, you know what, that guy, I lost that guy somewhere along the way.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a phone pointed at me. He's not trying to humiliate me in public, and I'm okay with what he's doing.
I don't want people to think I'm doing it for the impressions.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Love the game,
Yeah, this is just love.
Well,
the
Dave,
game.
you're a noted thumbs down guy when people, cut you off in traffic or make a mistake in traffic. Have you been implementing anything else as of late?
I've been a real big. Sorry, I'll admit I get a little dangerous. I'll take my hands off the wheel and give them like, this is real sarcastic clap.
A great question for DJ and Tron here. All right, you get cut off by someone on the road, or someone's irritated with you over something. Then you pull up next to them at a red light, and you look over. Do you have a move, like some kind of gesture you make to that driver to let you know that you're not bothered by them and you want to get in their dome a little bit?
I don't do it so much at stoplights, just because I think that's a recipe to get shot here in Florida.
Austin too.
yeah.
Turns out.
Yeah.
Dylan.
But
Yeah, I got a gun flashed at me recently.
I do. The thing that really, really gets me is when people drive in the left lane, just hang out in the left lane, and I have to pass them on the right. I do glare over and just do a real showy roll my eyes,
Okay.
Yeah.
shake my head kind of thing. And normally it's just some oblivious old person, but
Tron, you should tip your fedora sarcastically at the person.
Hey, roll it down your arm.
Well, yeah, he has to make sure it lines up so that it'll look real.
That's right.
They try to make it look fake.
You gotta get right there.
The thing is, Dylan invites conflict.
Conflict follows me around, I think is a more appropriate thing to say.
You know what's funny, and well, by funny I mean horrifying, is TC, I'm with you on the guns thing. That kind of is the first thing that popped into my head, especially when I lived in Florida. It was just like, probably not worth it to flash the bird. There's a lot of psychos out there, I don't need that. So Dave, that's funny you mentioned it. I've been a long time thumbs down guy as well. So I continue to use that to mixed results.
It's classy.
try that in a small town.
Yeah.
The cry face is the one you got. That's the one that really.
Yeah,
opens
this
you.
is what I do. Are you upset?
Just infuriating.
Are you mad behind the wheel?
He's literally saying that to himself by himself in his car.
They don't like it, it turns out.
Where do you guys
one.
stand on the bumper stickers that say, for instance, do you follow Jesus this closely? Or things of that nature that are hey, back off.
I like the ones that say, please don't honk, I will kill myself. Have you seen those?
I didn't see that one.
I saw that one yesterday.
I've seen those around. Those are funny.
There's a lot of girls in Austin with a bumper sticker that just says, please let me merge or else I'll cry.
Okay. Yeah. Those are fun.
Will and Dylan too. Our buddy Ryan. Doesn't he have one on his car? It says, if you're going to follow me this closely, if you're going to ride my ass, at least pull my hair.
I was not aware of that.
It was a humorous prank. It was a WTI prank that someone pulled on him.
Yeah, this was after they short sheeted our beds on the final night of the tournament. It was cool.
You know what my brother was into doing for a while was if someone pulled into the parking lot or his, where he lived or his office or whatever, and they had like a trailer hitch. He would put like a pair of truck nuts on their car without them realizing it. He did that to me and Solly one time. We were like filming this BMW video, like this road trip video, and we were driving around for, just hundreds and hundreds of miles in this like very nice X7 that we didn't realize had a pair of truck nuts on the back. So I thought that was a pretty good one.
We got our friend Micah one day, and it took him a couple days to figure it out, I think.
Yeah,
something like that.
Our old friend, one of the number one F1 influencer, Formula Bone, our buddy Jared, I believe he was the culprit there.
Oh, I was I put him back there.
Did you put him back there?
Yeah, I use a zip tie. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the zip ties. He wasn't happy. Wasn't he driving like a Ford Fiesta?
Something like that, yeah.
It's just truck nuts.
It was a bad look.
So sick.
Buddy, do I have a new prank for you for cars?
Oh, God.
Here we
My
go.
dream.
Bag.
There we go.
Neil, my brother had he had an instance with a guy who's since become a friend. He was driving down from New York City down to Pinehurst for an event we had a few years back. And he was driving, at the time he was driving this really obnoxious 3 Series BMW, kind of the official car of like the Jersey, Long Island, late 20s. I'm making money for the first time in my life, bro. And like really, really obnoxious color and all this stuff. And I think Neil, they were going through DC at rush hour. Neil cuts this guy off totally inadvertently. It's this guy in a pickup truck, and Carson, Neil's wife, said, "Oh, like that guy's pissed back there. Like you just like blatantly cut him off or whatever." Guy comes up and kind of shakes his fist or whatever. Fast forward 7 or 8 hours, they're at dinner at Pinehurst, like cocktail event, kicking off the event, and Neil's like, "Man, that guy over there looks really familiar."
Oh no.
And he says it to Carson as well, and he's like, I think that might be the guy we cut off in DC earlier today. And sure enough, it was the guy that they cut off in DC, Dags, who's become a good friend of all of ours now. And but yeah, very much a very small world kind of thing. Like, what are the chances?
That's
You know
what
what's
you
even
don't
crazier is Neil remembered, like, according to the story, because I was there that night, like he was like, when it happened, when he cut that guy off, he's like, I had a pit in my stomach. I was just like, I wonder if that guy's going to our event 8 hours away at Pinehurst. And I just, I don't know. And
because the guy had
like
joined the event late and said like, "Hey, do you want to ride with me down to the event?"
That's what it was. Because I think it was like, again, it might have been during COVID or something. And so Neil was driving from New York to Pinehurst, and so was this guy apparently. And anyways,
Crazy.
yeah, just a unbelievable.
That's like that's like a rom-com plot.
Exactly.
Like that could have.
But with your absolute boys.
Yeah, absolute calm. I don't know.
Now
if
they
we're
are
doing
absolute boys. They play softball together in the city, and yeah, Dags is the man. Serendipitous.
Yeah,
I'm gonna start approaching people in traffic and asking if they want to be friends.
All of a sign.
Dillon did that recently with some old guy, and the old guy brandished a firearm at him.
Yeah.
In his vicinity.
He was pulling out of a parking lot, and he didn't see me. I would have smoked him had he pulled out in front of me. So I gave him a courtesy beep. Like, the longer you honk, the more aggressive it is. This was like a honk, like a quickly, hey man, just so you know, I'm getting your attention, so you don't pull out in front of me.
Maliciousness.
Double middle fingers he gave me, and I was like, that's not appropriate. And so what I did was I pulled off to the side, window down, which I understand that could be seen as an aggressive move.
Escalation.
I want to be like, hey man, like I was trying to be like, hey, like that wasn't necessary kind of thing. The guy whips around me real fast, and I'm following him down the street because the street I was pulling up to my building actually, and I see him fumbling around with something, and then finally he pulls out a gun and just holds it up, like I will use this if you know. And at this point I had like completely like I wasn't doing anything aggressive.
Stand down.
Yeah, yeah. I filled my girlfriend I filled her in about it, and she was like, "Yeah, that was a terrible, terrible move by you." Like, okay, I'm not the one. I'm not the aggressor here whatsoever.
Which we've debated about
It's-
that. We still think the pulling over and rolling down the window is a tad aggressive.
You were not yet. He took it a little far.
Okay, he was a 10 on the aggressive scale. I was a 4.
Sure.
You
He out
opened the door to
aggressive.
aggressiveness.
Sure, in response to his double birds, yeah.
I would love to have. I wish it would have gone down a little differently. That like he wouldn't have had the firearm, and you would have just like had a conversation with him and explained like what he did wrong, and just to see how he would have taken it.
I wanted to say, hey, I was letting you know that I was there, so you didn't hit me. He was an
What were you
old-
trying to get? What were you trying to get out of that? Him being like, "Oh, you're right, player. That's on me."
My mission on the
Hand
road.
up.
My mission on the road is that when someone makes a really bad, like stupid mistake, I want to alert them to the mistake. Like, hey, be better.
He's the same with
Yeah.
grammar.
Be better. Like
Grammar's
that was.
important. It's the building blocks of our communication.
I think so too.
Oh man, it's
I had
so
a guy
good.
one time. I was on. I think I was on I-85 going up from Atlanta up to South Carolina, North Carolina, and I was kind of boxed in, and I couldn't get around this guy in the left lane. And then the guy, he opens up his sunroof, and he just starts flicking pennies out the top. Break my windshield.
Oh my
I've
god!
never seen anything like it. I don't think I've ever even told anybody that. It was just I was in this big Chevy Tahoe, and
Did he
pretty
connect?
shook by that.
Did he want to hit your car?
He connected like I could hear one on the roof, and then I could hear like he didn't really like squarely connect on the windshield or whatever. But it was a pretty jarring
That's maniacal.
happening. Yeah.
It's like a discount James Bond sort of tackle there. God, that's good.
That's
I'm gonna swing by the bank later, pick up a roll of pennies, keep it in the console.
those are all such like high stress situations, and when I'm in those situations, I typically sweat, and that's why I love that we've got a new sponsor in Mando.
Ooh, new sponsor alert.
Wow.
I'm such a huge fan. It's not, the sweat control deodorant stick, stop odor before it starts, right there under your arms, that area. You get a little sweaty sometimes in situations, high leverage, all day odor blocking. And it's not just masking with fragrance, and it also fights sweat. You get double protection. You understand? Double the
I
protection.
did a little spritz down the pants the other day just to feel something with the Mando we have here.
Explain that.
They have a full body deodorant, and they bill it as like you can use it like literally anywhere, even on your junk. And so I tried it out to see how it felt, and it was quite nice.
This isn't your average deodorant, Dillon, or antiperspirant. It combats sweat, stops odor, respects skin. Created by a doctor who saw firsthand how normal BO is being misdiagnosed and mistreated. Clinically proven to block odor all day and control odor for up to 72 hours. That's crazy. That's 3 days.
12 hours after a shower, the average man's grundle odor level is 5 out of 10. Did you know that?
Yeah, I just learned it. I was reading this copy.
With Mando, the average grundle odor is 0 out of 10.
You know what? I can't imagine not using Mando at this point.
Nobody
after learning
wants
that
a stinky
information.
grundle.
I have a 10 out of 10 Grundle smell right now with Mando.
That's right, dude.
Yeah, confusing but accurate. Mando's starter pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant with two free products of your choice, like the mini body wash that's sneaky good, and deodorant wipes, and free shipping. As a special offer for listeners, new customers get 20% off site-wide with our exclusive code. Use code STEAM, got it right there. That's code STEAM at shopmando.com for 20% off site-wide plus free shipping. That's shopmando.com. Please support our show. Tell them we sent you. Circling back, Mando's got you covered. Protect your pits. Smell great doing it. And your grundle, for that matter.
Absolutely.
Guys, man, we've really riffed a lot today. We didn't even talk Kawhi No-Show, alleged No-Show. I don't know what's going to happen to the Bombs. Is he going to have to sell the Clippers? We don't know. I don't know if you guys wanted to opine on that, or I just wanted to open it up. I know you guys have a busy day. Is there anything you guys want to chat? Anything you got for Dillon, Will, or I, or even producer Randy?
Hi. I think the Bombs, a huge fan of that guy's entire catalog of work.
TC almost smoked him with a golf cart one time.
Yeah, Inadvertently.
Yeah, that was not aggressive. It was he would have been in the right to give you a thumbs down after that.
He would have, but also it was just a happenstance. He was coming around this corner. All of a sudden, I was like, "Holy shit, that's Ballmer!" I love this company, developers.
Yeah, that's what we have to say on the Kawhi situation.
This seems like a big deal. Like it should be a really big deal.
Well, I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna start a hashtag dialogue.
Yeah, absolutely.
Both a like that does seem like a big deal, and also now that you think about it, I'm like, man, how does that not happen all the time? Right?
I'm wondering if this is going to be a can of worms situation. We're gonna, the investigations are going to start in other instances of this going on elsewhere. I would imagine it is.
Yeah, and if Pablo Torre is the one who kind of broke the story, and go to his Twitter. He's got a good breakdown of it. But essentially, you've got anytime you've got like a no-show job in play, like I'm gonna tune into that story, even if it's not a NBA.
That one.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, well, interesting. You got my attention here. We talked about this? The OU. Who is the old OU quarterback? Was it Bomar?
Rhett Bomar?
Rhett Bomar. Yeah.
Grand Prairie Gopher, I believe. District 75A. Anyway, I believe he had a job at a dealership in Norman.
Big Red Motorsports, something like that.
See, this is Orange Blood's Dillon coming out. He knows.
I think Big Red Motors is what it was called.
Anyway, he had to leave the team. It was a whole thing. Not good.
But okay, let's say he did endorse this tree planting outfit.
Mm-hmm.
How would that still be allowed in the whole
collective bargaining agreement?
Yeah, it's like, okay, we're gonna pay you $30 million a year, but we're gonna give you $20 more million doing this. Like you got to show up and do one public appearance somewhere. You know what I mean?
It's what they might say sus.
It seems a little sus. It seems like that also would not be allowed.
The cap is so draconian now in the NBA with the first apron and the second apron and all of that. So, yeah, I mean, you could say it's borderline fraud, right? It could be a criminal complaint even.
Do we know that he was no showing?
Yeah, so Pablo Torre, he searched for any mention of Aspiration, I believe this company was called.
Ethical Tree Planting Company.
Yeah. And Kawhi had done no public appearances and not mentioned anything about this company on any of his socials whatsoever. So he
was being ethical about it.
That's the
He was just trying to he wanted to let the trees speak for themselves.
Is there unethical tree planting?
Oh yeah.
That's a good question.
Oh buddy.
I could show you some golf courses.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Interesting.
It stinks that is Pablo Torre now officially off the case of Bill Belichick and his girlfriend?
Yeah, I think everybody's kind of just like backing off of that. They just kind of feel bad at this point. It was just man, you've got just a box full of A-listers up there watching, and it starts so magically. It's like you couldn't write this any better. And then next thing you know, you got just Sonny Dykes doing whatever he wants. You got a Kendall Briles led offense just dicing you up. Come on.
Yeah, that was a rough start for Bill.
Yeah.
And Jordan.
And Jordan.
For that matter.
Boys, what's going on? Are we going to the Walker Cup or what? What are we doing?
We are going to the Walker Cup. Thank you for asking. We're heading out there Friday. The Walker Cup, famously only 2 days, another perk to this golf tournament, Saturday, Sunday. So we'll be out there for that. Looking forward to it. And then me and TC are going to go see our guy, your guy, noted backer, Brent Rooker, play in the minor league stadium down in Sacktown.
Hell yeah.
I don't know when we're going to be near Sacramento. We're doing a podcast in Sacramento that we're very much looking forward to. And the A's are hosting TC's Red Sox that night.
Anthony.
So I'm going to check in on some of his fantasy baseball keepers and get tabs on those guys, and then we'll head out. So I can't wait.
Then I got Poosh Daddy coming in for member guest here. Member guest season is upon us. Coming to Ponte Vedra Club for that. And yeah, we got flag football season starting up for the kiddos. Yeah, so
Be grinding
locked in
tape.
there. Yeah, grinding tape with those guys.
I've got coach pitch starting Saturday, and I waited to get cleats until Monday, and I took my son to academy, and it was just an absolute disaster in there. Like all the shoe boxes were just like already dug through. None of the like normal like affordable cleats were available, so I ended up having to get him the Mike Trouts. He's just swagged out in Trouts now.
I love it. One of the best.
Are
to
you
ever
a
do
high
it.
socks guy?
So I got to
keeping
see
high
the
socks?
socks. It's an orange sock. The team is the Grasshoppers. I haven't seen the entire fit yet. I'm just gonna see what he's comfortable with before I make my decision on like, hey, are you gonna go full Ian Kinsler with it? Sneaky shout out to the Hebrew Hammer, Kins.
Player.
But yeah, man, I don't know. I'm a little worried because I don't think he realizes that this is different than T-ball when just on paper it's very different.
Are you coach pitching, or is there a different coach that's pitching?
I don't think I am. I
hope not.
Yeah, no.
Last time Dave pitched, he got shelled for 6 innings.
Yeah, I did. It was
Well, plus I feel like there's a lot of this UCL injury stuff going on, so I'd want you to watch out for that.
yeah. I mean, look,
Loading.
let's be honest here. Yeah, I've been rocking some tennis elbow that I've been just kind of waiting for to go away. And as Randy alluded to, I did famously get shelled about 30 years ago. Thank you for remembering. At Keys Park, YMCA ball by the OCBF, Oak Cliff Bible Fellowship. They just absolutely just put it on me. I wasn't even supposed to pitch that day. It was a whole thing, but whatever. I'm over it.
Or what was the deal?
I was told just to throw strikes, do my best to get over the plate, and I did. And it was very, very hittable. Not a lot of movement at 45 miles an hour.
They can time it up even if you're throwing 45.
That's
can time
right.
that up.
That's right, man. Pitching from the stretch, it was a whole thing,
Yeah.
dude. But I'm totally over it. Nobody brings it up anymore, so it's good. Guys, where can we follow if you want to plug the Sochis for some impressions?
Yeah, we have a golf company called No Laying Up. You can follow us over there, and we're on anywhere you get your podcasts or social content. That's what I would say. We're not hard to find.
What do y'all have dropping tonight? You said you had a Walker Cup 2023 video.
We do. We had a video that we shot in 2023 about kind of a week in the life. So we've done a couple of these week in the life videos in the past. We did one on our friend Madeline Sagstrom, who plays on the LPGA. We did one on the Stanford women's golf team, and then this is kind of the third one that we did. Didn't plan on leaving it on the shelf for 2 years, but that was some issues that we ran into with just people that there are some rights issues that we weren't sure if we were going to be able to release it or not.
Red tape.
Anyways, we've worked through that, and once we got to a certain point, it was like 4 months, 6 months after the fact. It's like, well, now it kind of doesn't matter whether it comes out now or like, might as well just wait and put it out 2 years. 2 years later. Now it's like kind of a cool time capsule. So a lot of the guys that are in it are, Nick Dunlap, who has won twice on the PGA Tour since we made this video. Caleb Surratt, who went to live since we made this video. Like, there's a lot of
Legion 13 guy.
Yeah, big Legion 13. Dillon, are you a Legion 13 guy? Is that what I
yeah,
read
big
that?
time. Yeah.
Yeah. So you'll be excited to see him.
Yep.
And so yeah, it's kind of a fun time capsule now. So it's not only that, but also serves as kind of like a little bit of a look at what the Walker Cup is and why people should watch it this weekend.
We've got a video, Will, similar to that we just haven't been able to post for just a lot of red tape, bureaucracy. It's actually somebody on this show right now eating hard-boiled eggs on the couch in the other room. He won't let us post it. I mean, maybe one day when we do, we'll have similar results, and people will be like, "Wow, that's a really cool little look back and see what it was like back in the day."
Hey, when you guys get
Have a
together,
moment of time.
do you
A
guys
moment
ever
of time,
like secretly film your friends in really unflattering ways and then hold them hostage for like the next few months with said video? Is that something you guys do as a friendship?
Sounds
Yeah,
like
I mean, these guys do it all the time with me with my fedora.
I was gonna say they take pictures of him in the airport.
See, yeah, it's fine. Because you were absolutely housing slonkers.
I need better friends, man. That's not the only one. There are a few.
There's a recent photo.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Oh man. Thank you guys for popping on. Will, any parting words for the lads?
Not too much. I'll be online for the Walker Cup this weekend, as I don't think I'm going to be able to leave my house, and so just going to be hanging out and watching.
Yeah, good
Will,
luck
you're a
with the
style
hands,
guy,
the feet, and the
too.
mouth. as well.
Keep tabs on the cliques. They released
Cleeks,
another-
did they have some heat coming through?
Yeah, they
I haven't been in the Live merch
drop
shop in a couple
yesterday.
months now.
They've had all sorts. I think this is their third or fourth collab of the year. They have more collabs going than they do points in team standings this year.
Yeah, I mean, I've been tracking them. I'm hoping to acquire some stuff. I might just start with the golf towel, but maybe I'll throw a shot glass in to just get a little add-on.
Are there any of those $5,000 handbags left, TC? I know they were out. Those were on
I
sale.
imagine we could probably procure one.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. Tron, DJ.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate
Y'all
you
are
all
awesome. Appreciate
popping
you.
on.
Thanks for having us.
Fun show.
See you guys.
We'll see y'all later. Thanks, Will. Get better.
Peace.
Later.
Bye.